The year is 1972. A nation once blind to the plight of its waterways awakens. The Clean Water Act, a landmark piece of legislation, is passed. Its mission to restore and protect the chemical, physical and biological integrity of the nation's waters. It is a testament to the power of collective action, a promise whispered on the banks of polluted rivers and echoed across a nation. For decades, the Clean Water Act stood as a bulwark against pollution. It empowered the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, to regulate discharges into the waters of the United States. Industries were held accountable. Polluters were brought to heel. The Act breathed life back into rivers choked with industrial waste, transforming them from silent casualties into thriving ecosystems. The Clean Water Act is more than just a piece of legislation. It is a statement of values, a recognition that clean water is not a luxury but a birthright. It is a promise to future generations, a pledge to leave our planet healthier than we found it. But the fight for clean water is far from over. The story of the Clean Water Act is one of ongoing struggle, of victories hard won and challenges yet to be overcome. It is a story that continues to unfold, a story in which we all play a part. In 2023, the landscape of the Clean Water Act shifted dramatically. The US Supreme Court issued its ruling in the case of 𝑾𝑨𝑻𝑬𝑹 EPA. This case, centered around the definition of waters of the United States, sent ripples of concern through the environmental community. The 𝑾𝑨𝑚 decision significantly narrowed the scope of the Clean Water Act. It imposed limits on the EPA's authority to regulate wetlands and other water bodies. This landmark ruling has cast a shadow of uncertainty over the future of water protection in the United States. The decision ignited a firestorm of debate. Environmental advocates warned of dire consequences, fearing a resurgence of pollution and habitat destruction. Industry groups, on the other hand, applauded the ruling. They argued that it provided much-needed clarity and reduced regulatory burdens. The 𝑾𝑨𝑚 decision has left us at a crossroads. One path leads toward weaker protections and a future where our waterways are vulnerable to degradation. The other demands a renewed commitment to the spirit of the Clean Water Act, a future where we fight even harder to ensure the health of our planet's lifeblood. At the heart of the debate lies a seemingly simple question: what are navigable waters? The Clean Water Act's reach extends to these waters, but their definition has been a source of contention for decades. The 𝑾𝑨𝑚 decision provided a new interpretation of this crucial phrase. It narrowed the definition of waters of the United States to exclude wetlands lacking a continuous surface connection to larger bodies of water. This seemingly technical distinction has profound implications for the health of our nation's waterways. Wetlands, often dismissed as swamps or bogs, are vital ecosystems. They act as natural filters, purifying water and preventing floods. They provide habitat for a rich array of plants and animals. The new, narrower definition of navigable waters leaves many of these vital ecosystems vulnerable to destruction. The interpretation of navigable waters is not merely a legal exercise, it is a decision about the future we want to create. It is about whether we prioritize short-term economic gains over the long-term health of our planet. Stay tuned to Science Rise On for your daily science news.